YouTube, what up, man? So today, I got a story time for y'all, man. We're gonna make this quick, because I'm actually on my way to drop it off. So, my Canik Prime blew up in my hand. Yes, you heard that right. It blew up in my damn hand. So, I was at the range. For all the people that's gonna say, well, you shooting reloads. I wasn't shooting any reloads. I wasn't shooting any super hot ammo. I was shooting, what was it, 115 grain FMJs. You know, just range ammo, something that, you know, plenty of people shoot. So I'm at the range, and it's crazy because I didn't get a chance to. I was gonna record, but I forgot to hit the button on my metas. That would have been epic. But so I'm at the range, and you know, first the optic went out on the Prime, which that wasn't really unexpected because I already knew. They said the MO4, the Canik MO4s was trash. I had a problem when I first got it with turning it on. I had to take the battery out, put it back in, take it out, put it, and then it finally cut on. But that's another story. So I go to the range. I cleaned my Mac 9 up. Cause the Mac 9 DS was acting finicky last time I went, but it was super dirty. That's the one thing about them 2011s or them 1911s. You have to keep them clean. You have to clean them every time you shoot them. So back to the matter at hand. So I go to shoot the Prime. Boom. I load it, rack it. I fired 1 round. You know, everything felt good. I fired 2 rounds, 3 rounds. I'm hitting. Nailing it, nailing the target. You know, I got the splatter target, so I'm hitting my target, boom, 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 like sub 1 inch, sub 1 inch hits. So I get to the 3rd round. I remember this vividly because it was crazy. I get to the 3rd round, boom, 4th round, boom, 5th round, boom. I squeezed the trigger for the 6th round. I just hit, boom. Like it was like, you know, you hear gunfire in there, but this was like distinctive to where it's go. Another guy basically like, you know, looked in my booth like, what the fuck was that? So I hear boom, and my hand go numb. So the first thing I did, I put the gun down and I look at my hand. I'm like, what the fuck? Is like black shit all over my hand. I had a couple, I guess the shell must have burst inside or what, however it went. I had like, you know, shell casing fragments like all of my fingers and shit. So I'm looking, I just like mad black dots, like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, what the fuck? So I did like this, like rub my hands together, and I felt like a sharp pain. I'm like, oh shit. So I didn't panic, you know what I'm saying? I call the safety range officer. I'm like, yo, because I couldn't engage the slide no more. The slide locked up, the fucking magazine. That's another thing. When it went poof, the spring flew out the bottom of the magazine. The magazine was stuck inside of the fucking firearm. I had to wiggle that out, got it out. Once we cleared it and realized that it wasn't no live ammo, it wasn't a squib round, then, you know, they took it in the back, made sure, checked everything out, was like, all right, So at that point, I'm super like shaken up now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was only at the fucking range for about 10 minutes. So at that point, I'm like, man, I don't even want to shoot no more. I made it out of that situation alive. I'm going to fuck home. You feel what I'm saying? So here is what the Canik Prime looked like afterwards. As you can see, the frame is cracked. That is bulged out. You can see here, broken. And as you can see at the bottom, yes, that is a shell fragment that's inside the frame. I don't know how good that's a shell fragment that's inside the frame. So that shit could have went through and actually been in my hand. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at, I got kind of lucky. You know, I contacted Canik. They was more than responsive. You know, they got back to me quick. They like, hey, took my information, was like, you know, take it to your FFL, because you in New Jersey, take it to your FFL. Had them contact us so we can get this taken care of. You know what I mean? It wasn't no, they just asked me what happened. They asked me what happened, what kind of ammo I was using, and that was pretty much it. You know, there wasn't no thorough, like, you know, once I sent them the picture, they know I didn't. You know, they know I didn't do this. As you can see, the frame is cracked. The frame is cracked here. This is bulged out. The slide is, you know, that's broken. You know what I mean? So, like I said, Canik was more than helpful. You know, they told me to get the gun to them as soon as possible so they could hurry up and get this thing turned around. You know, and I appreciate that from Canik, man. Like I said, the 6-shot went off. The fucking spring pops out. Boom! Flies on the range. This was still stuck. So I say that to say this. I mean, I showed a couple of my other buddies about the situation that got primed. And they was kind of nervous. Like, yo, I'm scared of mine. I'm like, I'm almost certain this is, you know, probably the first time. Or maybe not. You know, maybe the first time that something like this happened with a prime. I haven't seen anything about them blowing up. You know, I'm no expert. It could have been an ammo. It could have been a gun, you know. So I'm going to send this out to them and see what they come back with. I mean, as you can see, the gun is finished. You know what I mean? So only thing they probably really going to do is, you know, swap me out and give me another one. But to be honest, I'm so nervous because now that I'm touching it, it feels kind of cheap, but I don't even know if I do get another one. I mean, it's under warranty. If I do get another one, I'm probably gonna get the brand new one and sell it immediately. You know what I mean? Unless they send me a TTI combat or something just for my troubles, or which would be nice. But I'm kind of scared of this polymer frame. This one to be exact, because now that it broke, it don't feel like it's tough at all. You know what I mean? So hopefully it doesn't happen to anyone else. But yes, as you can see, the damn thing blew up in my hand. There's the shell. You can see right there, the shell casing fragment that's inside the damn handle of the firearm, man. So y'all just be careful, man. Y'all be careful. And it cracked on this side as well. It's cracked on, you know what I mean? So y'all just be careful, man. Just keep an eye out on them frames, and you know, if you start feeling a weak point. And the crazy thing about it, I only shot about maybe, if even, 200 rounds through this gun. Because if y'all know, I'm buying a new gun every month, a new rifle, sometimes twice a month. You know what I'm saying? So I'm constantly, this one was actually, I've been shooting my newer guns. You know what I mean? So this one was actually, I barely brung this out. So, I don't know, man. As you can see, it's greased still. I just cleaned it before this incident, you know. So I don't know, man. But yeah, man, that's I just want to do a quick video, let y'all know the update on what happened before I drop it off and my FFL so they can ship it out, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's JBTV. Y'all be safe out there, man. I'm out. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Turn on your bell notifications, man. I'm out. Y'all be safe, and so will I. Peace.